What does it mean to be built like a fortress? Well, we're down on the factory floor today to find out. Let's take a look. The Fortress mobile shears have been designed and manufactured at the factory here in Superior, Wisconsin since 2014. We have nearly 1,000 of them out now. And I'm going to talk a little bit today about what it means to be built like a fortress. The Fortress mobile shears are built out of 6-inch steel plate. That makes a huge difference. Why? Because when you're using 6-inch steel plate opposed to thinner plate, like 4-inch plate, you have less laminations that are required, less pieces that are required to be welded together. So when we have a 6-inch wide upper, that's a 6-inch steel plate that's been milled in to a 6-inch wide upper, not 4-inch and 2-inch laminated. And when you're laminating steel plate, it's not like laminating wood. You can put a bead of weld around the outside, but it's still not as sound or as structurally strong as it would be if it was a 6-inch steel plate like we use. And the same goes through the lower jaw and throughout the body of the shear. We do a lot of milling here at the factory in Superior. We do about, as our VP of Operations, Jim Campbell, would tell you, back in the past when he was at a couple of our other competitors' factories as a younger man, he would tell you that he would do about 30% milling and 70% welding. He'd tell you today he's doing about 70% milling and 30% welding. And he'll dive down a rabbit hole with you on all the little things that make a big difference. Now let's take a look at the Fortress FS45, which is a 5-ton mobile shear. What does it mean to be built like a fortress? Well, the FS45 is a great example of that. The main pin on an FS45 is a larger diameter pin than you will find in our competitors' 10-ton shear. This is an FS95, to give you some perspective, a 10-ton Fortress mobile shear. To have a larger diameter main pin means a lot to mobile shears. When mobile shears were first introduced to the world many years ago, when the rubber hit the road, when the upper knife started getting into some serious material, they realized, wow, it really wants to pull the to laterally displace and pull the shear apart. So in order to fight that, what they did was add an extra support system. And today you'll find some of our competitor shears have 2 extra support systems. And those support systems are called auto guides. They were an afterthought after shears went out into the world for the first time and started cutting some serious material and started having problems with lateral displacement. So what we do with the Fortress mobile shears, what any designer of a scissors that's asked to do a tough job would do, and that is just make a much bigger pivot assembly, like a tin snips compared to a handheld scissors for cutting paper, for example. So when you have a much larger diameter pin and it's solid, there's no tie rod going through a hollow main pin, which is what you'll find in traditional mobile shears. This is a solid main pin going through these Fortress mobile shears. So what you'll find is a more rigid, tighter tolerance when you're cutting over the course of time, over the course of 10,000 hours, even 15,000 hours, you're gonna find these things have a much tighter tolerance. So with that being said, it's a solid main pin, and when you see a Fortress cut, when you see the upper jaw cut, you'll see the end cap turn with it because the end cap is bolted on to the end of the pin. Unlike the traditional mobile shear and what our competitors use, they have a hollowed out main pin. Traditional mobile shears have a hollowed out main pin with an end cap that is as big and sexy as they want to make it, and it bolts to the side of the shear, the side plate on the shear. Unlike ours, where it bolts on to the end of the main pin in the pivot assembly. So what you see is what you get with the Fortress mobile shear. These are the differences at rcore. When we say, is your shear built like a fortress? This is what we mean.